Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Put a Ring on It, Season 1, Episode 10. This was the season finale. I believe it's called Some Decisions Need to Be Made or something like that. Y'all know I don't know. I just watched it the other day. Let me tell y'all, this season of reality TV for me, I have been totally duped left and right. I have never been so wrong about so many people in my life. I'm usually good at calling out the bullshit, but we're gonna get into it a little bit. Now, there was a situation, like, I know all through the season I had kept saying that Michael and Whitney were still dating, and a few of you came into the comment section. You was like, no, he proposed to Shay, and I was like, from what I can see, Whitney and Michael still dating. They say they are. However, I also said Shay says that they are still working things out. So, and it's very possible that an engagement could have happened and things might have changed after the engagement. However, on January 2nd, Michael and Shay were out at the club and he was flossing the ring. He made sure he was flossing the ring. People were shouting him out, saying, big up dudes, congratulations. And he was like, yeah, thank you. Now, on January 1st, New Year's Day, Michael had a party. Was it New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve? Michael had a party at his house that Shay has now moved into. He had a party. And at this party was Whitney and Shay. I'm so confused about what y'all got going on. Is it a menage a trois type situation? Is Shay letting you still explore your options? And like I say, people kept telling me, no, they not dating. Yes, they were still dating. As you will see in the next week's reunion show, that they admit they were still seeing each other after they was not supposed to be seeing each other anymore and supposed to have been just friends only. You're going to see that. But like I said, as of January 2nd, Michael and Shay are still together. Hollywood and Ashley, I'm not too sure about. And as of this moment, I'm not too sure about. And Tamika and Vince, I'm not too sure about. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Child, let me get on Tamika and Vince. So I didn't take notes because I was on vacation when all this shit went down. So here we go. Ready to love. This week, everybody needs to make decisions. You need to decide after 10 weeks whether you're going to stay with this person or whether or not you are going to separate for good. I just still think that this is such a stupid ass concept for this show. Such a, like, the option to continue on the way that they are is just not an option according to Dr. Leach. You either choose or you lose. That's your only two choices. So we're going through this whole episode with these pre-made shenanigans is what I'm going to call it. Dr. Leach wants the men to go ring shopping together. I don't know if OWN Network gave them a budget because all three men was able to afford those expensive ass rings at the same damn time. Tells me these rings were already bought. That's what that tells me. Okay, because I don't think the OWN Network gave them no budget to go shop for these fucking rings. I refuse to believe it. So, like I said, and they all just knew this is the ring she wants because that's the ring that you already got her. That's what it was. That's the ring you already got her. But okay, so the women, they need to go try on wedding dresses. I'm gonna tell you, every single dress I hated. Ashley's I didn't hate. I didn't like it as much, especially with the tutu train added to it. When she took off the tutu train, I liked it better. But for the most part, them dresses were ugly to me. They didn't do anything for these women's figures. Matter of fact, Tamika's situation, it really showed her figures in some of the most negative ways. She said herself that she thinks she had to lose a few pounds to get in that dress. Tamika's not a big girl. The dress was just, try another dress, babe. Try another dress. That's all I was thinking. Okay, so anywho, but she got an ugly ass dude with an ugly ass attitude, ugly ass demeanor. So, whatever. Maybe she have an ugly ass dress to go along with it. So they're going to go out on these little dates. I mean, not these little dates. These little get-togethers. The men together going ring shopping. The women going dress shopping. Michael was like, I don't want to go buy no damn ring. Y'all putting the pressure on me. Y'all, it's getting on my nerves. Now, let me tell y'all. This little scene right here. The way I'm looking right now. You see my lips? I have on two different colors of lip gloss right now. I have my hot chocolate on top. bam, and I have my shiner on the bottom, right? I wanted to give myself the illusion of having the different shades and different textures of the lip gloss. And then if I decide to mix them together in the center, just the center only, it gives it a whole new effect. I love it. I love it. But Michael's lips in the confessional was really working on my nerves. Somebody had kissed him apparently, and his whole bottom lip was completely red in almost every scene. They had to keep editing it out, and then when you go back to him, his lip was clear. Then you go back to him, his lip was red at the bottom. Then go back to him, his lip was clear. It was really annoying me to watch that through the whole fucking show. And honestly, that's why I stopped taking notes. Because I did. But I stopped taking notes because I was so tired of looking at his damn lips flip-flop back and forth like that. That was really annoying to see. Like, who kissed him and then wipe off the lipstick? That was ooh. So, anyhow, Michael was like, I don't want to go shopping. Y'all trying to push me into something I'm not ready to do. Hollywood and Vince like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Hollywood said, I'm finna get my girl. I'm finna keep my girl. I'm not finna lose her to another man. I done seen how this man made her feel, that another man can make my girl happy. I don't know why I didn't know this before. I don't know why brothers don't know that before. There's somebody out there that's willing to make your person happy. However, like I said, Kwame turned me off last time with that pineapple kiss. In this particular episode, he was turning me off again too. I know we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Because Kwame was the only date that we got to go see, because Ashley decided if she's gonna make this decision, she needs to talk to Kwame first. When she said that, I already knew her decision was Hollywood. Even though she had a discussion with Hollywood in the beginning and saying, you know, I don't have to choose Kwame. I could choose myself and be alone. Ashley would have been to choose herself. I saw that in the beginning. And from the time she's been on this stage, all these weeks, all this conversation, all these 9 years you had, and at the end of every conversation, you keep saying, I just don't know what I'm going to do. You know what you're going to do. That means you ain't going no motherfucking where. If you got that much doubt, you ain't moving. That's all that meant to me. Even if he had not said I do, you was not going to separate from Hollywood at this point. Not on this show. You wouldn't embarrass him like that. You said yourself. Matter of fact, what she said, the decision that she make, she don't want to make a mistake. And make a mistake for me, they were saying by choosing Kwame, making a mistake when choosing Kwame. At the same time, she don't want to hurt Hollywood. It means like, and again, by choosing Kwame, that told me all that I needed to know. She was not going to leave Hollywood. So Dr. Nicole told him that she is open for some little one-on-one sessions and just to try to see if you really need to get to the root of what's going on. So she sat down and she talked with Ashley first, and that's when we learned that Ashley needed to go have closure with Kwame. Kwame has been all over Twitter, salty as a motherfucker, straight salty. When they walk into the place together, like I say, they have a chemistry, but lately, the last couple episodes, Kwame's whole demeanor has been her physique. He doesn't look her in the eyes. He looks at her ass the whole time he's talking to her. That annoys the fuck out of me. She finds it charming because he's saying the right words and she giggling and shit, but I'm like, I'm too fucking grown for that. Okay, you done told me how much you appreciate my body, how much you think I'm cute, all that once. Now to see her be oogling, that's annoying as hell to me. I can't stand a man that oogles. And he's like an old fucking pervert. You know the old men, you go to the park and the old men will be sitting there together fishing and you come back and they are like, girl, things I would do to you, girl. That's Kwame. He's gonna be that person sitting in the park hollering at young girls walking past doing that. And that's just what he was giving me with this Ashley situation. But Ashley was saying, you know, I'm glad we had this date. And like I said, right then, you knew this was it. And the reason why she's glad because this is going to be the last one. This is the last one. This is it. I'm calling it quits. You know what my situation is? But I think I may just need to do me. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't choose Hollywood or choose you, I need you to stop trying to pursue me. And let's call it quits. You know, because he did ask this time for a kiss. She was like, sir, why you keep asking me for a kiss? You know I'm in a relationship. You know I'm in a relationship. Why do you keep asking me to kiss you? Why do you keep trying to get me to disrespect my relationship? Regardless of we on this show, we supposed to date. We ain't got to kiss. We ain't got to get intimate with one another. But you keep trying to insist on me being intimate with you. That's a turn off, bruh. At least for me. It's at least for me. Like I said, Ashley say she know for a fact that if she wasn't in a relationship, she probably would be dating Kwame. Because I think she likes guys with big ass egos. That gotta be it. She likes guys with over exuberant personalities. That gotta be it. The super cocky men. She likes that shit. That's gotta be her type. Because that's the vibe that Kwame's giving me off too. He thinks he's better than because I don't know. I did fill in the dots. I don't know why. He's an attractive man, but Hollywood is not an unattractive dude. He just gets on my fucking nerves. And the extra, I'm not very gang. And, you know, and some of y'all said that his hair like a wig. He's a barber. That's all I can say. You know, he put his waves on fleek. That's all I can say about Hollywood. But yeah, the ego is just over the top for me. For him and for Kwame. Kwame is too motherfucking cocky for me. He gets on my nerves. All his cuteness went out the window the moment that she told him that she didn't want to kiss him, and then he stole a kiss from her. I didn't find that attractive at all. And this oogling every time she step in the room, every time she trying to have a conversation with you, and then you like, well, damn girl, you fine. Oh, let me take a look at it. Let me take a look at it. You know that's annoying. Grow the fuck up, Kwame. She ended shit with Kwame. Bam. That was the last relationship that needed to be solidified. You know, Tamika solidified or ended shit with Devin the last time because when she told them that all she wanted him was for a friend and for her. Hollywood already called it quits with Shantae. Vince, I told y'all. Vince and, oh girl, what the hell was her name? Christine? It's something with that shit right there. And I hope Christine come up to the reunion and tell us what the fuck happened. Christine and that shit. We know that Shay and Rick, they didn't go no further. They wasn't fit to go no further in the first goddamn place. And Michael supposedly called it quits with Ashley. It was not Ashley. Why do I keep calling Whitney Ashley? Called it quits with Brittany. Kind of, sort of, because they were still seeing each other. Okay, so I wondered though why in this entire season Dr. Nicole never had a one-on-one session with Hollywood. Of all the people on this show, I felt that Hollywood is the one who really needed to really get in touch with what was going on inside his head. If they had sessions with him, why we didn't get to see none? Did he blow up every fucking time? Did Dr. Nicole get punked by Hollywood's persona? I needed to see. He was the only person that did not have a one-on-one with her. She had like group sessions between him and Ashley. She had one-on-ones with Vince, one-on-ones with Tamika, one-on-ones with Mike, one-on-one with Shay, but never had a one-on-one with Hollywood. If I'm mistaken, y'all let me know what episode that was, because I need to go back and watch it, because I missed something. Like Hollywood's I think Hollywood was fed with the show. Honestly, I think he was just fed up with the show. That's my personal opinion about it. So then we go to Tamika and Vince. Dr. Nicole had a one-on-one with Tamika, and asking her what she really wanted out of the situation, yada yada this, yada yada that. She wanted to make sure that Vince, that her parents approved of Vince, yada yada this, yada yada that. Yeah, I'm skipping over there because I told y'all Tamika and Vince got on my goddamn nerves. Vince sat down with Pops and asked Pops, you know, basically he needed advice on how to be a fucking man. I don't know where Vince's people are at, but he needed Pops to tell him how his daughter should be treated. You're 30-some years old, bro. And you, at this point in your life, you just now wondering how a woman is supposed to be treated. Not specifically just Tamika, but a woman, period. There's some basic fundamentals that you apply to a relationship. And then once you get into, you know, knowing the person that you're with, then you start adding those to the pot. You know, but the base should be there. And that's the one thing that you have missed. Pop said that, you know, I think that you love her. I think she loved you. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this marriage. Okay. Dr. Nicole sat down and had a conversation with Michael. what do you really want out this relationship? You keep thinking about what you're gonna miss out. You want Shay to have an experience with learning how to be a bonus mom to Zion, but what is it that you want? Okay, I hear you, Dr. Nicole. I heard you. Michael's like trying to plan his life around not having certain things in his life. His son is one of the biggest fucking considerations, which I think that we took that out the equation. I wholeheartedly agree with Michael that Shay needs to get to know Zion. For 6 fucking years, she's not wanted to be around this child, have this child immediately in her life. Not 6 years, because they was off and on for all this time. They just known each other for 6 years. But she has not knowingly wanted to have this child around her. Michael said that the first time that Shay goes to him is because she didn't want to deal with a long distance relationship. Y'all was both living in Georgia at the time. Both of you. I remember that from the beginning. And then you moved. Once you moved, that's why I guess she goes to you the second time, because she didn't want to do the long distance relationship. And then you came back to Georgia. That's what that was. But the first time, y'all was living in Georgia together. So that she didn't ghost you the first time because of that. She ghosted you because she went back to her old man. Let's be honest. Come on, Michael. Get y'all lies straight now. Get your lies straight. At least that's the lies y'all told us in the beginning. So, but Dr. Cole's like, do you want to be without her? He's like, I can't see myself living without her. What about your son? I'm so done with Michael at this point. Like, well, Shay claims that she's all in now. I just don't believe it. After one whole conversation with Dr. Nicole and seeing how stupid she is and how people dragged her through the mud on Twitter and wherever else, and the people in that room, because Ashley said she had many conversations with her. And after seeing that and hearing yourself saying out loud, now all of a sudden I'm all in. And then Zion's mama, of course, had a conversation with her. According to Michael claimed that they have talked. Zion mama and Shay had to have a sit down and had a talk. I wonder how that conversation went. I hope Zion mama come on to the reunion. I really do. I want to know what she really felt about how Shay addressed Zion. Yeah. But Michael said that she's her best friend. That Michael said that Shay is his best friend, and he doesn't want to be without his best friend. For some reason, though, he's still holding on to Whitney. Somebody gonna have to make me understand that. And Whitney, you gonna have to make me understand why you still hanging on. Because the last live that I seen with Whitney, like I said, they still said that they were dating each other or they were seeing each other. But Whitney still saying that she was single. She said she was very single. And if Michael don't get his shit together, he gonna lose her to another dude. That's what Whitney's exact words were. Well, her exact words was that you're going to keep messing around and you're going to end up losing me. That's what her exact words were. So, I'm not, like I say, I don't know exactly what type of arrangement that this trio has going on here. Because Shay is still in his life. And like she said, that they were still working it out. Shay does have a ring. And Whitney's still in the picture. Make it make sense. I got photos. I screenshotted the shit, the whole doggone party. I screenshotted it. And every time that Michael walked through the party, Michael was one recording through the whole party. He spent majority of his night with Whitney. Shay was off, laughing and kicking it with her friends. Michael spent the majority of his night hanging with Whitney. So I was like, what the fuck is going on with them? And Shay looked mad salty. She looked mad salty. But January 2nd, the next day, they was out at the hookah bar. And she was wearing her ring again, and because I guess they had aired the show, so she was happy to show it. So the men, they all go to the damn ring shop, like I say, and rebuy the rings that they already had. That's basically what they did. Tamika loves the pearl, so she wanted a ring, the set in pearl. They already had that. Hollywood already knew what type of ring Ashley wanted. Michael already knew what type of ring that Shay wanted. And everybody was like, bruh, how you know? You said that you didn't even want to do this. You wasn't ready for this. You still on the fence. But he knew what type of ring that she wanted. Okay, so the women, like I said, they went to the bridal shop. They only showed us one dress that they tried on. The dress that they picked in the end, I thought was hideous. Every last one. Shay's dress. Shay likes her legs. Her legs are, she has thick thighs and everything. Shay has a body out of this fucking world. She wanted a dress to show off her attributes, make her booty pop, make her legs show. The dress was ugly. The dress was fugly. If you don't know what fugly is, fucking ugly. The dress was fugly. I don't know if because Shay got a big ass head, or I ain't gonna say she got a big ass head. She has a very round shaped head that the A line of the dress was not appealing. She needed a scoop neck or none at all. I'm just saying, because it just make her head, it accentuated her head just a little bit more. And because of her cleavage, her breasticles is not as huge, the dress seemed to flatten them out more. So it did give more pause to, accentuation to the assets. And you could see her legs through the sheerness of the chiffon going down to the ground. But it was ugly. It was ugly. And I hate to see nude dresses on black women that don't match our skin tone. So that nude lace that's supposed to be in, I don't know if they're going to cut that shit out. But that the lace part there, they can't cut it out because that's how the bottom of the dress is made. It should be more flesh tone. And it's not flesh tone. It's not made for her skin tone. It wasn't cute to me. And Tamika's dress. What the fuck was that? Tamika's dress. Fugly. They was like, oh my goodness, it got all the bling, got all the sparkles, and Tamika was happy. I mean, as long as the bride's happy, but Porch was finna sit here and talk about y'all ass. That was a fugly ass dress. Fugly as a motherfucker, yo. It accentuated her lumps and the bumps. Tamika's very top heavy, and what's the shape? She's not pear shaped. She's like, I want to say exclamation point. She's very top heavy. She has big boobies, right? But she really doesn't have hips, so she kind of comes like an exclamation point. And that dress really showed all that. I'm not sure if she was trying to get covered. I think her daddy's a reverend, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if she was trying to just keep coverage up here because she's so top heavy. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Ashley's dress, like I said, I think Ashley's dress was the cutest. I didn't like her nude sheer panels either. It did not match her skin tone. Ashley's a very light, bright girl, and it was too dark for her. It was too light for Shay and too dark for Ashley. It was not flesh tone, and it really showed. However, but I said the dress itself was kind of cute, but it had the tutu train on top of the super train. She had a super train on that motherfucking dress. That train went all the way down to the Chattanooga River on that goddamn dress, but then she had another tutu on top of it. It was a part of the train. Once they took that tutu part off, I was like, okay, I can see it. That's kind of cute. Okay. I think these dresses were already picked out as well. How we did not see them buy any of these dresses. And as far as I'm looking at on social media, ain't nobody wore those dresses yet and actually said I do. They all popping up pictures right now. They all just dropping pictures left and right. Like I say, Kwame all over Twitter with his hurt ass feelings. So, in the end, like I said, they all had to make a decision. Vince planned this big ass picnic for him and Tamika. I thought it was really lovely. It was beautiful scenery. I just always be concerned when I see stuff like that and I have to walk up to my picnic. I be thinking ants, motherfucker. Y'all left all this food out there with all these goddamn ants around. It's ants and flies and shit, and then y'all finna sit down and try to like nibble on that stuff. Well, anyway, Tamika was feeling some kind of way, or at least she was putting on the front buzz that she's still like, I don't know. I wish I could feel good. And, I wish I could feel good about the situation. Because Vince like, yeah, this has been a good experience for us. I feel good about it. Feel good about where our relationship going. And she's like, yeah, I just, Of course, we had to put on that front because Tamika was the one who said that she didn't want to get married. But all through this course of the show, when Vince acted like he had apprehension, she got her feelings hurt. She was in her fucking feelings. Like, y'all want to marry me? Okay. So, Vince decided he was going to pray with her, and they stood up and they prayed together. His prayer I want to thank the Lord for blessing me with this beautiful, talented, gorgeous, smart, beautiful woman. Thank you, Lord. I mean, for me, the prayer had no real depth. Tamika didn't do any addition to the prayer. The whole prayer was to thank her for being a fool for him. That's what the whole prayer was. And then he got down on one knee. They started crying. She was like, "What are you doing, Vincent? Vincent, what are you doing?" They started crying. He got emotional. And he proposed, and she said, "I do." Now, this part right here, this what got me right here. We go to the confessional, and in the confessional, Tamika says, "I know that I have done nothing but highlight the negatives about Vincent through this whole process, but he is one of the most kind, considerate, caring, loving, supportive people that I've ever known in life. And my instant thought was, I feel sorry for you. If Vincent is the perfect or the best of these things that you have ever seen in a man, he's the most supportive, the most kind, considerate, and caring." She didn't say loyal. She didn't say loyal or faithful. But if he is the best, that's your standard. I feel sorry for you, girl. I feel sorry. You should have prayed. You should have prayed too. You should have prayed that God showed you who is the person that he has out there that can give you 100% of what you want. I refuse to believe that the good Lord made Vincent the best that you can get. Child, girl. Okay, so she said yes. They brought the family out. The family helped them plan everything. They engaged. Woohoo. Bells and whistles. Next we go to Shay and Michael. Same scenario. He set up a nice little dinner on the rooftop. I believe this was still in the apartment that they had at the Moderna, and they done moved to someplace else now. I forgot the name of the place they moved to now. And he bought the ring. He proposed, and Shay was like, "What is going on, Michael? What is going on? Oh my God!" And he proposed to her. They baffle me. Next, Hollywood, goddamn. Hollywood, goddamn, and Ashley and all this purple, all the purple majesty, baby. Hollywood got to be extra, and actually, I kind of like the fact that he was extra because it wasn't the same old typical. "Oh, let's have a dinner." He had a whole fucking marquee up like, "Ashley, will you marry me?" Yada this. Ashley says up until that point, she still was undecided that she wanted to be with him or to leave him and walk away, but she went ahead and said yes. And Ashley said she said yes to the potential. She didn't say yes to him, the person that he currently presents himself to be, the way that their relationship is. She said yes to the potential. You have potentially been waiting on this man and you to get on the same page for 9 fucking years. 9 years. And you still waiting on his potential to show up and show out. But you said yes anyway. That's why I don't think they stay together. I just don't think they stay together. I think they are still maybe working things out, but no. Because Hollywood ain't gonna let go. Or she ain't gonna let go. Because she's still trying to fight for him to. This show was a waste of our fucking time, y'all. I don't think anything was really learned. I really don't. Vincent has showed Tamika who he was, has showed his ass, showed America, and then because he proposed, she's like, "Oh my God, y'all, I know I done showed y'all the bad shit, but he's the bomb." Lies. Michael says that that Whitney is everything to him. Everything and everything. He's still seeing her up until January 2nd, he was still seeing Whitney. Shay been tossing back and forth for a year or two now about the fact that she didn't want Zion as part of this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Damn sure don't want him to move in. And now all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, you know, she my best friend though. Fuck all the rest of it. I'ma propose to her. That don't make sense. And Hollywood and Ashley, I don't know. They put on a good show. Like I said, most of these people are actors. They put on a good show. It was funny to watch. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this recap and review. Or not this recap and review. Well, y'all can tell me what y'all think about the recap and review. But what y'all think about this episode? And are y'all looking forward to the reunion based off of the clip that we saw at the end? Ulysses and Mimi are coming back at the end as well. I think Ulysses proposed to her too. I think he did. Oh, child. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.